Hello and welcome back to my Common App series. We're at part 5, and today we're looking at one of the most personal and creative parts of the Common App, the so-called activity section. This is where you get to show colleges what you're passionate about outside of the classroom. So it's not always about academics, today it's about your interests, your passions. In the activity section you can list up to 10 different activities. Examples are activities in arts and music, clubs, community engagement, family responsibilities, hobbies, sports, work or volunteering, or other experiences that have been meaningful to you. So basically everything that you can think of. If you have activities to report, then you're gonna check yes. I would really recommend you to do that. The activity section is one of the biggest parts on why colleges should choose you. So this is really important on how to stand out in the applicant pool. As you can see, I added the maximum amount. I added 10 activities, but you definitely don't have to. Again, quality is more important than quantity. So if you just have a few really good activities, that's totally fine. You don't have to feel like you have to volunteer here, you have to volunteer there. I think they're gonna like it more if you volunteer just at a few places, or if you do just a few things and then you're really deeply involved in it instead of just having a lot but not really a deep involvement, if that makes sense, a deep engagement. And for each activity that you're gonna add, you're gonna choose the activity type. There's foreign exchange, internship, journalism, publication, LGBTQ, religious, research, robotics, school spirit, science, math, social justice, theater, drama, everything you can think of. You're just gonna choose a kind of like category, and then you're gonna write the position and the leadership description, the organization name, if you do it at a certain organization, and then you have to describe the activity, including what you've learned from it and your accomplishment within the activity. What's tricky about this here is the character limit. So it's really short, you can't give long answers. So your answers need to be really on point. They need to be really straightforward and really focus on the whole meaning behind this activity. Don't sugarcoat anything. We're gonna get to the part in one of the other videos in which I'm gonna tell you what you have to look out for in the activity section and how you actually describe your activity in the best way possible so the colleges are gonna love it. But for now, I can give you an example. I was an au pair in the United States. Obviously, I put that down as one of the activities. So for activity type, I typed in foreign exchange, or I chose that. Then the position leadership description as au pair in the United States, in brackets cultural exchange. The organization name, I did that whole program with an agency called Au Pair Care, so that's why I typed that in under organization, and I also gave a little bit of a description. A leading au pair agency providing flexible live-in childcare services to US families. And the description of activity, I typed in full-time childcare provider for 2 kids, ages 8 and 11, one with ADHD, cultural exchange, language improvement, and personal growth. So here it's more like a bullet point or bullet points accumulating rather than actual sentences due to the small character limit. Then you have to tell them the participation grade levels. So whether you did it in 9th grade and 10th grade and 11th grade and 12th grade or postgraduate. Since I did my au pair year as a gap year after school, I checked postgraduate. And time of participation, you can choose between during school break, during school year, or all year. The au pair program obviously was a whole year, so I checked all year, but this is really specific to you and based on your activity that you put in. Then here you're gonna write down how many hours you did this activity for per week and how many weeks you spent per year on that activity. So it might just be an activity that you did maybe for like 3 months. So you're gonna type in weeks spent per year, 12 weeks or something like that. And if you intend to participate in a similar activity during your college time. This is also very individual to you if you want that or you don't. So use action verbs like led, organized, founded, created. So be really concise but impactful. And if you're a content creator or have a passion for a project, this is the place to highlight it. Even personal projects count. So it does not need to be like an official organization, volunteering program, whatever. It can be anything as long as it's really impressive. And prioritize your most meaningful activities first. The first few have the biggest impact. So you have to list it in chronological order on how you believe it's most and least important. And that's it with the activity section. This section shows the admissions committee who you are as a person and not just as a student. So make it count. And if this video was helpful for you, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. See you in the next one.